Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, the annotations we've got on from yesterday were from basically what I'm doing every day now is I'm posting the chart to TradingView. So you guys can see the chart, and I believe you can actually adjust it, move it around and stuff. I know that I could when I clicked on the link. I'm not sure if it's because it was still my chart, but I was only looking on the TradingView link for it. But yeah, so here's the annotation. Decision time for Bitcoin. Do we break over and hold 38k so we can go bullish, target 46k? Or if we get rejected by 38k, we can most likely expect sideways between 33 and 38. So that's what we said yesterday. I do want to try and delete this because we will write some new text today. So that has gone. So anyway, right, to the charts. So as you can see, we did break above that 30k level, which is very nice to see. Incidentally, I mean, you guys know what I'm about to say here. The 4-hour 9s are my favorites. There's the 4-hour 9 sell. There's our last 4-hour 9 marking the low. There was a 4-hour 9 here that we did go in sideways into, but you guys know my rules with the 4-hour 9. Once we break above that 4-hour 9, it's invalidated and we're just going to continue on upwards. We did sort of get sideways into this candle here, which would have been a 9 sell, but again, once we broke above, invalidated, and then clear 4-hour 9, let me get rid of this, clear 4-hour 9 at the high there. 4-hour 9 marked basically sideways there. So these 4-hour 9s, guys, this is the only reason I like them. I don't like them because I have any sort of bias or anything. Obviously, I just like them because they work. And then here you go. Here you can see this work. Here you can see this one working anyway. So we're at a relative decision point here. Obviously, as per the text, broke above 38k and hold. So obviously we've got to hold this level. Got to get we've got to do our good old forward check, back check, pay check. And somebody did ask me in the comments, actually, is that a hockey term? And it's an ice hockey term. But yeah, so there you go. But so far we have had the break. So we've had the forward check, the back check, and now we are patiently awaiting the paycheck. So obviously more aggressive paycheck traders could just be taken at the long here with the stop below here. And also the less aggressive ones could just basically buying as soon as we get back over this level here. The most aggressive traders could be doing, well, I guess it's not most aggressive if you do both. The most aggressive traders would put on their full position here and with the stop below there. But obviously, so you could also then buy half here, then half as you break above there. And I'm a bit conscious of the fact of, as you guys may notice, I don't actually like to talk about exact trades and trade levels and setups and things, but I do always talk about the back check, forward check, pay check. I basically talk about the breakout, the back test, and then the buy off the breakout if it's a bullish break. I do always talk about this, and we've got one in real time here, so hence the reason why I feel compelled to talk about it. The chart is compelling me. So anyway, there we go. For our chart, that's all we're looking at, really. We will look at the stochastics at the end for Bitcoin. Ethereum, Bitcoin. This is why I just love horizontals. Horizontals and 4-hour TD9s. I believe I covered that in yesterday's video, didn't I? Horizontals are just they're just better than trend lines, and by trend lines I just mean non-horizontal lines. Obviously this is a line, you could call it a trend line. I don't know, it's not really a trend line. Trend is when it's trending upwards or down, isn't it? Yeah, so basically the horizontals are my favorites. I mean, you can see why we've had this drawn in since like here, since forever. This has been in. This line has been in forever, and lo and behold, it's still getting respected. So obviously when we break and close below, literally did very briefly here, little fake out, and then we basically literally whipped straight back up. But yeah, closed below. Obviously where this line is could be adjusted a little bit. It's fine margins. Again, look, closed above here, didn't do much, and then came all the way down. But yeah, you can obviously the wicks above here, but yeah, you can see the importance of these horizontals being respected. We are now above the halfway zone. pretty much also breaking above the midpoint and back testing it. And are we gonna basically move to the top, and then at the top of the range, do we break it this time? Do we or don't we? Do we or don't we? Yesterday I was saying, look, we're at the bottom of the range. Obviously, it's more likely we can break the bottom of the range because we're at the bottom of the range. We're closer to it, obviously. But we got nicely supported, and we are making our way to the top. So yeah, this explains my chirpiness this morning. So just in case you're wondering, I mean, this this basically sums me up. This chart, Ethereum, Bitcoin, just rules my disposition for the day. Just kidding. Well, I'm just joking, not joking. Yeah. Anyway, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I mean, Ethereum, USD. Someone in my Telegram did want me to post this chart. You can see it's not very well annotated. It's not very well done. Because basically this is going to roughly follow what Bitcoin does. So we analyze Bitcoin. This is going to follow roughly what Bitcoin does, and the only variation between this and what Bitcoin does, as in the ETH USD pairing and Bitcoin USD pairing, the only variation between it is this. So this is why this is the important chart. The Bitcoin chart is important, and then the difference between ETH and Bitcoin is important. The difference between basically the ETH dollar chart is not important so far as analysing the markets are concerned. Obviously it is, because what I am saying is I want this to go up, because that means the Ethereum Bitcoin chart goes up, and it goes up faster than Bitcoin is going up. So yeah, I get that, but that is a derivative of basically what this chart is doing relative to the Bitcoin USD chart. So basically, you have what Bitcoin does, then you have what Ethereum does next to Bitcoin, and then the result is whatever the Ethereum US dollar. So you don't need to analyze that if you're analyzing Bitcoin and this. I say Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin dominance, but yeah, Bitcoin and this. So what I will do actually is I will post this, because like I mean, there's not a lot of use for you guys if you see this chart. I mean, look, you can see I've not even really put much in. I put the next targets. Yeah, I put the next targets. This obviously was our next target we put in at the break, and literally look how nicely that is respected. And there is our next target if we break above here. So yeah, so I will post this chart today. My most important one onto TradingView. And if you still really insist on the Ethereum USD chart, then if you pester me again in the chat, I will post it tomorrow, but bear in mind I've explained to you why this is more important, and the Bitcoin chart is obviously the important one for us to analyze. So Bitcoin drives the dollar direction of Ethereum, not Ethereum driving the dollar direction of Bitcoin, and then this chart drives the basically the difference, the divergence between the Ethereum dollar and the Bitcoin dollar, like percentage wise. Obviously they're different dollar numbers. So yeah, that is that. Bitcoin dominance. Speaking of Bitcoin dominance, like I said, I mean, I also tell you this, that Ethereum Bitcoin is obviously kind of what I use to analyze the altcoin market. Bitcoin dominance is the whole entire altcoin market. However, you know my views on lots of altcoins, so I don't really see a point in looking for this to come down when half of it is, well, I say half, it's just an arbitrary percent, like a certain amount of it is just coins that are junk anyway, that are coming down. So Ethereum isn't junk, so I'm clearly going to just look for that for a clearer direction than I am of all the junk. But what do we have? What do we have, guys? High, lower, high, and a relative flat bottom. So we are basically getting a descending triangle of sorts. We'll extend this along here. Descending triangle, I mean, I don't, it would be aggressive for me to draw it like this, because the less aggressive way would be to draw it like this. Maybe I will. There we go. It's in. It's locked in. We're locked in. So yeah, this does not have to break down, but this has a high percentage chance of breaking down, and obviously only at confirmation of here would we then get the move down. So yeah, that's a chart pattern. What else can I say? Statistics and probabilities. Like, some people do confuse. I know, because I had a few people come for me actually in DMs saying, aha, what happened to your 20k Bitcoin? What happened to your 20k Bitcoin? We're back at nearly 40k. And I said, look, I drew a head and shoulders, basically that we didn't break the neckline and confirm below. So we didn't obviously have a projected move to the target because we didn't confirm a break of the neckline. Also, I know other crypto YouTubers are actually, analysts are saying it's not a head and shoulders. Well, I disagree. Basically, I disagree. So there you go. And then they're using the fact it didn't break down as evidence it wasn't a head and shoulders. I'm like, well, the fact it didn't break down doesn't mean it's not a head and shoulders. It just means it was never confirmed as breaking down. And do you know what I mean? They don't all confirm and break down. So yeah, interesting. Let's also have a look at the DXY. Our old friend the DXY. So as you can see, DXY has made a nice move up. Yeah, it's made a nice move up. Again, all I will say is that we just track between this range. So I wouldn't look too much to the price action between here now. It's just sideways, picking a direction. A break above here, yeah, next target. Break below here, well, then obviously the target would be, well, we've got, should I draw that now? We'll just draw this low end. Short-term target for a bounce here, and then obviously moving down from there potentially. But yeah, so this is an all-important chart. One chart to rule them all, one chart to rule all the markets. Get the dollar right, you get everything right. But we're just trading sideways in this range now, so I can't really tell you anything other than wait for the breakout. Stocks having a bit of a pullback, but just nothing major. Again, if I drew a horizontal, well, actually, if I drew a horizontal here, this is obviously short term. We have broken below, and we are currently back testing. So we are testing out that the old forward check, back check, paycheck in stocks also. So we are basically at a juncture now. It is Friday as well. Who wants to carry the risk on into the weekend? So far as we'll just have a general chat about carrying risk into the weekend in stock markets. I would say, and I believe most professional market participants believe the risk for weekend news to then impact stocks at the open on Monday is usually to the upside. Usually they will release something, the Fed or the Treasury chairman, I forgot who he is now. It is Steve Mnuchin still, but obviously it's going to be someone else. Yeah, they can release stuff before market open on Monday, but usually it's going to either be no news or good news. It's not really anything that's going to then open stocks up way lower. So it will be interesting to see how this just trade today and close. But I would not guess that it's just going to sell off into basically the weekend close. I imagine it would stay here. But yeah, if that happens, that's obviously clearly well, there's a correlation between this and Bitcoin. Also, I have also had somebody discussing with me. Basically, they came out and said, "Oh, you said stimulus was bad for Bitcoin, or bad for crypto," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, you said it was bad," and I was like, "No, I didn't." And then they basically found some messages in the chat where I'd said. Basically, I said the Democrats could be bad for stocks because obviously they've got the House and the Senate and the presidency. And so I was saying, yeah, that means there's going to be more stimulus, but it doesn't necessarily have to be good for stocks because the Democrats want to tax the actual living bejesus out of corporations just because they want to. So that is not good for stocks. So stimulus on its own, democratic control of everything, more stimulus, great for stocks, great for crypto. Democratic control on everything, increased taxation on corporations, bad for stocks, irrelevant for crypto. So I'm saying that it's potentially bad for stocks. I think it is bad for stocks. I've already made a call. I think this will be a down year for stocks, and that is a big call really. But so far as those calls are concerned, it's just a call. I'm not going short stocks now. I'm not putting a position on based on it. It's just a view. We'll test it out, see what happens, see if I can get some street cred among fellow analysts for like making the call. If I don't, I don't. Stocks usually tend to go upwards. If it does, if I'm wrong, so be it. But that is what I believe is a distinct possibility. So yeah, but so far as me saying stimulus, because obviously the stimulus came from me saying Democrats would have lots of stimulus, and then I was saying, but Democrats will tax corporations, which could be bad for stocks. So they then conflated with the stimulus being bad for stocks. and correlation is not causation. So the causation of it being bad for stocks was not the stimulus. It was the democratic control. So right, that is cleared up. I'm clearing up lots of things today. So bear with me, you guys that don't have any beef with any of the things that I say. And I'm just clearing up, but hopefully it explains things to you guys as well that that do obviously understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's stocks, excellent. Let's just have a quick look at Tesla. How's Tesla doing? Yeah, I mean, bull flag if ever you've seen it. But one day this will turn around, but you don't want to pick that day. But yeah, bull flag at the highs, excellent. I mean, I'm not gonna point out the fact top basically pretty much on a 4-hour 9. So either sideways to down, well, down sort of sideways, and then if we break back above here, onwards and upwards. But again, 4-hour 9, 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 4-hour 9. So there you go. Just trade Tesla with 4-hour 9s and you will be rich. So yeah, quick look at Stochastics now. Stochastics, how are they doing? 4-hour, you can see getting a bit toppy now. So maybe this is gonna well, like I said, really it's do we consolidate above this this old resistance and create its new support, or do we fall back below it and consolidate below it? So 4-hour is going to do its best to try and drag us below, and price action is going to do its best to hold above. And if we have a look at the 10-hour, 10-hour is, I believe, going to be doing its best, yeah, to hold us above. So 10, this is a nice powerful read. This would tell me we are going to hold 38k, and the 4-hour is just going to bullish reset. 12-hour is turned up as well. This has got room to run. If this runs up, this is going to get us to probably to 46k. I'd have thought, maybe 44k. Before a potential sideways or pullback. But yeah, this is looking to look good, starting to look good as well. Daily, I suspect, is, yeah, it's getting kinky on the daily. Starting to get a kink in this look, as you can see, turning back around. So daily potentially going to turn back up, and then obviously these higher ones, 2-day even looking like it's going to turn back up. 3-day's got a bit of a kink now. Yeah, 5-day weekly, just there or thereabouts. I mean, 5-day weekly there or thereabouts. So this stochastic read is looking good, guys. This is looking like potential sideways. This is just looking like, to me, consolidation above 38k based on the stochastics. Obviously, other things can happen. I mean, we have basically some tether lawsuit FUD today as well. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, this alone is looking like, just basically based on horizontal, based on weakness sideways off the 4-hour 9, based on stochastic. This is looking like, to me, my guess would be we're going to consolidate around here, eventually push our way above here, drive basically based off the 10-12 hour and daily stochastic, drive above here, drive through here, and maybe get up to about here. That would be my crystal ball guess. Obviously, breaking below and holding below 38k around here, then yeah, we potentially play this range out. Yeah, that is it, guys. That is it. So yeah, thank you for listening. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later on today with a wise update.